Hello everyone, my name is Diamante and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you what I bought in ALDI, LIDL and Moldova shops. The total is 56 euros and all of this was bought in December 2024 in Dublin, Ireland. So today we are in between of Christmas and New Year. And I suppose we can start off with ALDI, where we've got 4 packs of chicken breast mini fillets for reduced rate, So let's start looking into that receipt. For those who are new to my channel, I will be essentially going through each of these grocery items and just saying how much they were bought for. Total spent in Aldi was €6.15. As you can see, these 4 items here were discounted, so they went from $3.49 minus 75%, which came to $2.62. Let's have a quick math here. So 349 minus 262. So they were only 87 cents. So 4 by 87 cents. So they are going off today. So I suppose, the best way would be to freeze it. The freezer is probably at about 30% capacity currently, so it was a good time to restock, and I would have bought chicken full price, so it was great to see some discounted chicken. Okay, so on to the next, organic porridge. So this was $1.59, jumbo oats in particular. Comment down below if you know, I suppose, or have you noticed that jumbo oats went up in price, particularly jumbo oats? Jumbo oats and the other oats were always kind of same price, at least in Aldi and Lidl. And just recently I've noticed that jumbo oats are now more expensive. So, however, I prefer jumbo oats because they just are slower release. It's a larger grain, so you're essentially staying fuller for longer. €1.09 for this buttermilk. It says let's bake. I will be making pancakes. I want to make those thicker pancakes. So I bought some dried yeast over here. We have some buttermilk. We already have eggs, and I'll be using gluten-free flour. And then it's nice to serve it with some Greek-style yogurt. And I'll be using my berries, frozen berries from the freezer. I will be using some of the raspberries. I'll just defreeze them, defrost them, and add, if you want to add something for sweetness, maybe some honey, or if you don't want it any sweeter, you can just, mix it up and serve as a bit of a compote, have a bit of a compote. So natural yogurt, a bit of raspberries, and the pancakes. That should be nice. That should be very nice. So a couple of things about the discounted items. We see a couple of layers of stickers over here. I'm not gonna peel too much, but it is curious as to what was the first. It was 50% off. Only buy discounted stuff that you actually need, because if you spend money that you didn't have to spend, and you didn't need items, you're probably, I suppose, overspending really. So it's something that I think we're all tempted to buy the discounted stuff, but only buy stuff that you actually need. So this is this small receipt, €6.15 from Aldi. Let's move on. And the way this haul is laid out is really shop by shop. We have Lidl on the left, ALDI in the middle, and Moldova on the right hand side. Particularly, well, I've noticed that people are interested in Lidl shopping, or at least I am getting a lot of views on the Lidl shopping. Today I didn't do the in-store filming because I didn't even take my phone with me, so I was in a completely different mind frame, mindset. I just wanted to go, to have a browse, to go for a walk, and it was nice and pleasant outside. The weather was lovely. So 38 euros and 69 cents. This is the total amount spent in Lidl today. This shopping is not the usual shopping. There are a couple of items such as distilled malt vinegar. We bought a couple of natural cleaning supplies. So distilled vinegar is going to be used for cleaning, as well as this soda. There is a lot of soda, 400 grams for only 125, and I will confirm the price in a couple of moments. Today is 27th of December. There have been good few reduced items. Again, do you want mince pies? Do you want all these cakes with the frosting? You know, the long shelf life cakes. If you do want them, well, today they're discounted. And as it's tradition, they will be discounted until they sell, until they're completely sold off. Once Christmas have passed, I've noticed that they're sticking around up until New Year, and it's kind of still acceptable because it's the festivities. And then afterwards, once the January hits, they're letting those Christmassy New Year items go for even less. So we needed to get some lean beef mince, and this is only 2.5 grams of fat. That's exactly what we needed, what we would usually buy, and it was 40% off. So why not? This one went for $2.69 and original price $4.49. First item on the receipt as well. It's handy. It's going off today, so it will be frozen. And this is 454 grams of meat. So as you know yourself, mince is very versatile. You can make so many different things, Same with this chicken. Let's check what's the fat percentage. And as you can see, this is freezable. What's the fat percentage in this chicken? Smaller fillet is usually slightly, fat 1.1. Can't go wrong with that. So there we are. And how much is this? 350 grams. So 350 and 350. This goes 700. Another 700, 1 kilo and 400 grams worth of meat for less than 4 euros. This is a bargain. But not every day you find these bargains, and not every time I buy food I film it. So sometimes it's a nice find. Sometimes, sorry for my French, but only some sugary and unhealthy stuff is reduced, and that is not really of our interest. Let's go down and follow the receipt. Mighty kitchen roll. If you've seen my videos, you've seen this roll a couple of times already. It says 100 XXL sheets, and it is very strong. It's 3-ply kitchen roll. Here, this is the size of it. I will highly encourage you to use the kitchen towels. Here, the kitchen towel, we're using a mix of both. Dishwasher tablets, $3.75, and there are 60 tablets, and it says 50% more. This is less than 4 euros. I know that there are all these kind of, brand names, really, and you can buy the tablets for anything. They can be really expensive. Are they much different? Well, I don't know. I actually am not I'm not interested in trying, those for 16 euros for this kind of size. I'm just not into that kind of stuff. All right. If you are using the branded ones, let me know if the difference is there, if you notice the difference. Batteries, $2.95. We needed some batteries, so here we got them. Natural yogurt, $1.69. This yogurt is going to go with few different meals. And the reason I didn't want to get a large tub is because as much as you get more for the same price, essentially, you can get a liter of yogurt for the same price. And here you only get, 600 grams total. However, once you open the large yogurt, you do have to consume it. So I don't want to be forced to consume something that I don't want to eat essentially that much of. So just again, think smart, think what are your needs, why are you buying what you're buying, and don't get too much of it as well. Just buy what you need. And I don't know, even in the last little while, we were, I suppose, just kind of eating things. And when you're on the phase of stocking up and when you're on the phase of sort of reducing the stuff that you already have, make sure that you're doing those phases of reducing as well, because things do go off. They go off in freezer as well. For how long can you keep frozen spinach, in the freezer? Not that long, so do look into your freezer. There was a sound, and it's a lovely kitty. Hello. Hello, kitty. It's a busy kitty. He likes the shadows. He sees my shadows as I'm moving. So, on to the next. A honey pomelo, $2.49. Honey pomelo, $2.49. A massive grapefruit. Now, as you can see, color-wise, it has this spotting over here. I think it's nothing. I hope it's not bad or anything. But I really like the pomelo. I like the melons. I appreciate fruit. And especially lesser sweet fruit. So these are not as sweet, which is my preference. It's been a very long time since I bought grapes because they're just too sugary. They really spike you up. And you know yourself with grapes, you also can't stop eating them. So again, oranges. This orange was 49 cents. The truth is, in Ireland, nice oranges are hard to come by. It's hard to come by. Now it's the season of citrus fruit, so I bought one and I stopped buying sort of packets of oranges because, again, same thing. You maybe just want one or two, and if you're keeping it in your fridge for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, they just go off. And whether they go dry or they just go, you patch it up in places and they just are soft and soggy. So for me, this 49-cent orange is going to be just about enough. And that's, again, nice to serve some fruit together with tomorrow's pancakes. So it could be nice to serve a bit of each of these fruit. All right. Honey pomelo was $2.49. Irish cheddar, $2.45. Again, if you've seen my videos, you've seen this cheese bought all over again. It's your staple, $2.45. They come in different strengths. We also mix things up. We buy Edam and Gouda and different kind of cheeses, really, over time. Cheese is high in fat. You should eat very little of it. So I think it's a bit of when you start having some cheese, you don't want to have a tiny bit. So that's just something for all of us to keep in mind. And I will just say, for all of us. Freezer bags, small. 85 cents for 80 bags, freezer bags. They were needed. No bags are left. So we needed some form of bags. Whole wheat spaghetti, 99 cents. Again, we didn't have spaghetti, and you know, it's one of those staples. You have to have some at home. It may even sit on the shelf for a while, but if you want to get yourself a low cost meal, pasta is your friend. Again, don't overindulge on it, but have it as an option. And cheese, pasta, a bit of butter. Well, there is a lot of ham left over from Christmas, which we have cut up into the smaller pieces. One sec, I'll show you. Here, this baby. This ham is chopped up into tiny pieces and can be used for sandwiches. It can be used for pasta, you name it. So be versatile with your food. This massive cabbage is there. Cabbage is excellent vegetable. It doesn't go off soon. It's just nice and crunchy. You can make salad of it. You can just have it as a side veg. So let's go back to our food shopping. And we don't have many items left. Distilled vinegar, 79 cents each. These. So what we're told here on the packaging is that ideal for chips or in sauces and salad dressings. This distilled malt vinegar. So it's from bats, condiments, and pickles and sauces with sprinkler, it says, yeah? So this vinegar will be used to actually deep clean the oven together with the soda. And we just want to do some deep cleaning, really, go through the tiles, etc. And these are just natural ingredients. If you can eat it, obviously it's not gonna be poisonous. So consider something natural. And we're coming to the end of this little receipt. $5.99 jar candle raspberry. Here we have a luxury item. I wanted a candle. I have essentially one candle left. And one candle is not much. Well, I have one fragrance candle left. And then there are these two tall candles, which I find it we lit them on Christmas and we had them, we're using them sometimes. But they are not scented, they're just more I don't know, sometimes candle. Where this is your everyday candle. I had a browse in TK Maxx. Candles were 11 and 12 euros, and that's where I many times source my candles from. And this time I thought, look, let's break the cycle. Let's give Lidl a chance. And here it is. It's a large tub. It's a large jar. So sometimes they are telling us how many hours should it last us. But maybe not this time. Well, let's see. I'll read it while you are admiring the groceries. Well, it doesn't tell us really, but something for you to note is that you have to place it on a heat-resistant surface, keep candles at least 10 centimeters apart, keep wax spool clear of debris to avoid flaring. You know what's interesting? This one, for example, do not burn more than 4 hours at a time, right? There are candles, and I've read it. I've been looking at those different candles and in different shops, just over time, And the more I read at the back of the candle, the more I learn. And I would rather suggest you should read at the back as well. Some candles you can't burn for more than 2 hours in one go. So 2 hours can go by quite quickly, I think that not everyone knows that. And some of those things were new to me as well. So this one you can't burn for longer than 4 hours. Scent. Raspberry sorbet, fragrance candle. I mean, look, it smells gorgeous. It smells absolutely gorgeous. What is it made of? Is it soy wax or what is it made of? Let's check that out if it's here. contains here. Well, look, it's been pretty much, I don't know, one of the first times, maybe bought it a few times, some smaller candles or something. I can't really kind of remember exactly what was bought from Lidl or Aldi in the past. But look, giving this a go. My only question is that how sustainable is this? Like, jar-wise, I will reuse the jar. I will do that sustainably. But in terms of the wax, that's another thing, because those from TK Maxx, a lot of times they're like soy wax, or there is some natural, like, oils in it as well, like lavender or peppermint. So, you have to make sure that what you're burning is not completely like artificial, and essentially the fumes are almost dangerous. So that's something to consider. But anyway, this is just a once-off candle, and it has been bought and it will be used. Standard gentle TP, $7.99 for 24 rolls. Orange, the famous orange, 49 cents. And the honey money, melon honeydew melon, $2.29. Just before Christmas, these were going for 50 cents. 50 cents, and I have eaten one yesterday, and today they are already for $2.29. Here you go. Christmas has finished. Now, the last but not the least, Moldova. Moldova shopping could be new to some of you, and maybe some of the stuff you haven't maybe seen before, so welcome. Total amount spent was €12.12. Some jellies were reduced. I needed jellies. I wanted to buy some jellies, so for me, it wasn't like I didn't go out of my way to buy, because it's just only reduced. Okay, $2.90, $1.45 each for this soda. This soda is going to be used for deep cleaning. It's very nice and handy for cleaning. And also you get 400 grams of it. Jelly mix. So we have these ones for 85 cents. They're just Dr. Oetker's jelly in raspberry flavor, but from 85 cents, they're 60 cents each. You just pour over 500 mils of water and you're good to go. 500 ml of water. Handy. 5 of them. The kitty wants to make a jump. Go on, lad. You can do this. You can do this, lad. And he didn't. Hello. Will you join us? Will you join us? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Up. Good boy. Come here, good lad. Have enough space. He's very respectful. He never walks on the stuff. He'll be like a ballerina. Look carefully. Tiny little steps, but he's never gonna step on the stuff. And so the last couple of items. So we have dry yeast, and this is going to be used for those pancakes, just to rise them. It's only 7 grams of it, but that's all I needed. Again, don't buy stuff that you don't need, even if it's a good deal. Just don't. ZIGMAS. Atlantic herring. Gorgeous stuff. $2.60 and $2.59 each. You should really try this. This is Lithuanian. It's very nice. And it's fish. As you know, fish is high in protein. You can boil up some potatoes with the skin, would be even nicer. And then serve those hot. And then you can put a couple of spoons of yogurt on the side, add a bit of this herring and just enjoy yourself. So we have completed this grocery haul review. Thanks for joining in. Say hi in the comments and have a nice end of the year. Only a couple of days left until we welcome 2025. Let's make 2025 the best year of our lives. 2025, here we come.